as we now about to move on to the senior Rotax race with, I believe, Ethan Martin and the junior Rotax champion Harry Bartle will be alongside.
Yeah, and just behind them, it looks like Lucas Ellingham is there. So the driver who's leading the championship at the moment, just a few points ahead of Charlie Webb. And that battle will be raging on into the final round of the championship here in December. Please keep watching for the final round, where there's going to be many championship battles that will be decided when it comes to the finals. Let's see how this final grid is going to be looking. It's Harry Bartle and Ethan Martin who are on the front row of the grid, from Lucas Ellingham and Harry Bloor, from Thomas Pryor, Tobian Alvarez, Rachel Robertson and Deacon Russell, from Jack Genningham, Ewan Charman, Ben Horner, Charlie Webb, who starts in 12th. That's a struggle for Charlie Webb. Archie Flint and Luke Bate from Jonathan Rowton and George Hart. That goes from Joe Fox and Jack Spencer. From Cassius Ath, Jack Rowe, Felix Stolken, James Tester, Zav Champion Lewis. From Isaac Reynolds, Leonard Ganlio, Sean Rashid. From Michael Morgan, George Allen, Brees Madison. From Adam White, Al Keary, Gregory Davis and Ryan Hedge rounds out your grid. So there's a few drivers who I would say are out of order here. We've got drivers such as George Allen, drivers such as Jack Spencer as well, who is very quick, and hopefully we'll see him at the front end. They are properly slowing it down here. Harry Bartle, well, he is a British champion.
Oh, look!
Oh, there's
last corner. What's
some
happened
contact
there?
that's gone on near the back of the pack. We're going to go around again. And
that's definitely going around again.
There's a couple of drivers off there. It looks like George Allen, maybe, the kart number 40. We're watching the front of the pack go around now, but there's a few drivers off there. I think that might have been Ryan Hedge, and I think it was because of all the drivers sort of piling up into each other.
I've never seen that ever happen again.
I have not seen that happen in a while. That is Adam White as well, who got involved with that. So they'll go around again, and well, we need to speak more about Harry Bartle here. It's one of his first race weekends in senior Rotax. I know he's done a couple weekends before at different circuits across the UK. Now speak about Harry Bartle. I mean, he's a junior British champion, and obviously you've raced him in your time as well this year. Come talk about Harry Bartle. How is he as a driver?
I don't really race that much for Harry Bartle because I'm going to be brutally honest for myself here. Every time he overtakes me, he just shoots off into the distance. But from like watching and like UKC and stuff, he seems to be a really aggressive driver, but also keeps it really clean with some brilliant moves, especially going into like Wilton Mill when he did that absolutely outrageous lunge. And I believe that was Jacob Ashcroft he did it with. But obviously, unfortunately, he got penalised for it, which, I will be honest, that was a bit unjust.
Well, let's see what happens then. What will Harry Bartle do in this race? What will Ethan Martin do in this race? As we go down into turn one, will Ethan Martin hold it around the outside? I don't think he can do it. Oh, he'll have a look. But Harry Bartle holds his way in the lead, and for the first time in a couple races, the driver who starts from pole actually will keep leading it going into Derek's corner. Oh my God, a couple drivers going off there. Now, I thought Jack Spencer was spinning off there, and it looked like he had, and caused a pile-up between multiple drivers. And, well, there's a couple drivers off there. Brees Madison is off there. And it looks like Jack Spencer as well. And Battenberg flags are out. So we're going into some sort of safety car procedure here. So Harry Bartle will still hold the lead there from Ethan Martin in second. And, well, what a... We won't really say what a collision it was, but unfortunate collision, let's say. We didn't really see much of that at the start. I think you kind of caught it more. Could you really explain to us what sort of happened there?
Yeah, it looked like that someone was forced wide onto the big sausage curb, just about to enter the Yamuyotsu straight, and I think he just spun in the middle of the road. And obviously, if you're in the middle of the road of a straight, it's going to be really, really dangerous. And it was just unfortunate for the other drivers, since they basically had nothing to do, and it was just really, really serious collision. I just hope all the drivers that are involved were all okay. There's just two carts went up in the air, and it reminds me of a junior Rotax start, which, no, it's not really nice to talk about my class, but let's just say my class is not as hectic as this.
Well, I think the only driver we really lost from that was James Tester.
And 3 drivers pulling the pits.
So some problems there. Let's have a little look at our results sheet. We can see who has entered the pit. So Jack Spencer, who, well, I was rooting for him, and, well, commentator's curse, let's say, for Jack Spencer. Brees Madison, who, well, he wasn't having the best of races so far. His first time here to the Kimbolton circuit, and it's all gone in tears for him. And Adam White, who was round the midfield, he's had a rough start as well. He's now into the pits. So Harry Bartle is backing everyone up, and in this sort of situation where you want to waste as much time as possible in that Battenberg procedure to, you know, waste time pretty much.
It really depends though. Like with Harry Bartle, he's been masterful at these restarts, and if in his case, I think he will be trying to waste as much time as possible. As I believe we are going to get a green flag now, as Harry Bartle now begins. It's still Harry Bartle that leads. We see the rest of the field going through down into the home straight as Harry Bartle still leads from a very quick Ethan Martin and championship leader Lucas Ellingham in P3.
Well, it looked like Charlie Webb was on a mission as well. He's made his move past Thomas Pryor. He's also got a championship to chase. He's got to get up to Lucas Ellingham. He's got to get past Lucas Ellingham, and he's got to extend the gap from Lucas Ellingham. So that is the battle for the championship. But at the front, it is still Harry Bartle, who throughout this year, who raced in Junior Rotax. He won races here in Junior Rotax, and he's going to try and do the same. Oh, good move there by Deacon Russell on the inside of Harry Bloor. So Russell and Bloor, two drivers who have really been up the front here this weekend, and well, throughout the whole year pretty much. We sort of see the same drivers who have been up there at the front the rest of the year, managed to hold their ground. The one driver to watch out for, Rachel Robertson. She, one of our female drivers, she's doing really well so far. She's usually your mid-pack driver, but is fighting up at the front end here and is right behind. I think that's Charlie Webb now. So that's their battle for 6th, I believe. Yes, it is. So the battle for 6th with Charlie Webb and Rachel Robertson. So a good start here in Junior Rotaxes, but let's see what Ellingham can do.
Yeah, Lucas Ellingham currently needs to gain as much points as possible to extend from Charlie Webb, as Ellingham is just edging closer to Ethan Martin. And on that lap, they've run match the times, but keep an eye on Deacon Russell. Just set the fastest lap that round, a 40.67 he just set. As through into down Weldon Corner we go. Ethan Martin is still first, as Lucas Ellingham is just right behind him, as we see that human DRS being used from Lucas Ellingham. As we enter Kimbolton Corner we go. Lucas Ellingham is still ever so close to Ethan Martin, but Harry Bartle sets the fastest lap again. Oh, what a lap! 40.57 from the Sawbury driver. It's absolutely outrageous lap. He's into the Willows we go. Ethan Martin just clips the curve there. This is going to compromise his exit, and this gets Lucas Ellingham ever so closely. But I think Ethan Martin is going to be able to keep this second place just for a few laps, because he's been really going through sector 2. But as I say that, Lucas Ellingham's really caught him up through here, as Lucas Ellingham has a little peek over and into the last, as into Kimbolton Corner we go. Down the inside goes Lucas Ellingham. What a move from the Jack Dex driver. Does Ethan Martin have the switchback on him? No, he doesn't. And and here comes Ethan Martin. No, he just backs off a little bit. But what a move from Lucas Ellingham. It's an absolute super move from the Jack Dex driver. You barely see lunges that far out from drivers, especially in the senior road tanks. But it's good to see that Lucas Ellingham is getting aggressive now, as he now is going to try and charge on to Harry Bartle. But Harry Bartle currently has a 1.34 second lead. And now, with Deacon Russell entering this battle, Ethan Martin could end up losing another position here, as Deacon Russell just had a little sniff of the inside. As onto the Hines straight we go. Ethan Martin just behind us. Lucas Ellingham goes defensive into the first corner, covers Ethan Martin off. But they should be doing this as Deacon Russell has a switchback on him. Deacon Russell goes down the inside on Ethan Martin. Brilliant move. Lucas Ellingham is still in second. Deacon Russell in third. Deacon Russell a little sniff of the inside. It's through into down Weldon Corner we go. It's been an absolute super race so far, but this has been Bartle's race to lose. Still currently running in first, but Lucas Ellingham still in second, and with his championship rival in 6th. This can really help him in the championship and extend ever so more, as we now move on to the penultimate lap. The 93 has a technical flag of I believe that is can't really see at the moment.
So So that's the 93 driver. And, well, he's a bit further down the grid. That'll be Alkiri, who has received it. So, well, problems for him. And I wonder if he was involved in that collision at the start of the race. But they are coming through now. I think we're about to go into the final lap. And it's been a brilliant drive by Harry Bartle. We have to talk about Lucas Ellingham, and that overtake was a better late than never manoeuvre. And he got on the inside of Ethan Martin. And I think he sort of had to do that because Charlie Webb has been really strong in this race and is closing down ever so slightly. They both got past Harry Bloor a couple laps ago. And I say both, I mean Charlie Webb and Rachel Robertson. The battle for second still rages on though. Deacon Russell there. He's still in third. He's also part of the FF Course Academy, if I think back right to the list. And it's Lucas Ellingham, who he's going to have a big battle against. Lucas Ellingham has raced here for years. Around the final corner. I repeated it at the start of the year. It's murder on the dance floor. And it goes to Harry Bartle, who will win here at Senior Rotax. It's the penultimate round, and oh my god, he sends it off in style. Locks the brakes up on the rear, tries to celebrate. And some brownie points for that. So it is Harry Bartle who takes the win there. And it's Lucas Ellingham in second, from Deacon Russell in third, Ethan Martin in fourth. And Charlie Webb rounds out your top five.
Yep, and Rachel Robertson with a very good drive finishes sixth. Harry Bloor 7th, Tom Pryor 8th, Luke Bate 9th, Archie Flynn, who is first race as Senior Rotax, comes home in 10th. Tobias Alvarez 11th, Ben Horner, who's another MLC driver today, is in 12th. Ewan Charman, who had a very unfortunate incident at the first lap, who had contact, went down to 21st, finishes 13th with the fastest lap. Jack Gillingham in 14th, Joe Fox 15th, George Hart 16th, Jonathan Railton 18th.